We are back in the kitchen. Dinner on a Dime Week continues now with a recipe that'll make you say, Kale, yeah! Joining us is Queer Eye food and wine expert Antoni Porowski. Great to see you again, Antoni.
Thank you so much for having me.
I know. it's so weird that
Kelly was talking about the pasta she made for Anderson earlier from your book. You've got a new book we'll talk about as well. Queer Eye won its 4th Emmy. Congratulations.
Come
Outstanding
on.
structured reality program.
So I heard you and Ryan talking a little bit before we came back from commercial break about how you're so svelte, but
you eat what you want.
You make giant croutons.
I don't eat what I want.
Okay.
If I'm perfectly honest. Honestly, like, what I love about, I was telling you earlier, like, this salad is literally the one dish out of my cookbook that I make variations of this more than any other recipe. If I eat 0 carbs for dinner, by the time 10 p.m. hits, I need like a tub of ice cream. But if I throw in a little bit of carbs, then I kind of get my fix, and that's what you get from like the torn croutons, where you get like...
You get your fix, but you're not overdoing it, and you can sustain.
Yeah, because once I start eating, I can't stop.
What do you do? Do you run? What do you do for exercise?
I go to the gym in the morning, like 5 days a week, and then sometimes in the afternoon I'll go for like a little run on the East River, the West Side Highway. Balance. And then I do like a boot camp class on
Okay,
on
so
Saturday.
you work out a lot.
But I have to because I can't sleep well if I don't. I'm very hyper.
I understand.
I feel like we're the same person, only if I have a little bit of carb, then I have to have like maybe a little bit more carb. And then after that, I will have some carbs.
And if I have too many, I just take a nap afterwards.
This is Kelly's version of a crouton.
Yes.
This is my crouton.
Okay? This is her rustic crouton.
This is my singular crouton.
What are we going to make today?
Okay, so this is a warm kale and rotisserie chicken salad. And it's really simple. Should we get started?
We should absolutely
get
started.
So we've pre-roasted some hazelnuts that still have the skins on them. If you don't want to mess up your hands, you can actually put them in the towel and roll them around to get the skins off, but I can't be bothered to do that. And it's so satisfying to get the skin off, so I just rub them off like this.
You just rub them?
Totally.
Oh,
and it just comes off really easy.
Right
It takes away the bitterness.
Where do I want to put these when I'm
you can just leave them there for the time being. And so I'm
these?
all about swaps, learn the rules, and then break them based on people's budget, dietary needs, personal preference. If you don't have hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, slivered almonds, whole almonds, throw in any nut, any seed, or none at all. You'll be totally fine.
Okay.
Next up, stale bread. When I'm like done making like a really beautiful French toast on a Sunday, because that's like the day of decadence, and I have leftover stale bread on a Monday.
Sunday's the cheat day.
Day of decadence.
Oh, it's absolutely disgusting.
Decafy us. What do
you want me to walk you through it?
Yeah.
Okay, Tompkins Square bagels, 2 each, me and my boyfriend, and then we have a 5th one that we share that's a French toast bagel. And then for lunch, it's Shake Shack chicken nuggets.
All on the same day?
I'm not done yet.
Oh, it's only noon.
And then Swedish fish from the freezer, which they're so good because they crack in your mouth and then they soften up. And then for dinner, if I make my own pizza, I do a little vodka sauce with a drizzle of pesto, or I order from Emmy Squared.
And how does Monday morning feel?
Like human garbage. But that's why I have to go for a run in the afternoon to burn it all off.
Wait. So you don't work out on Sundays? I want to get this whole...
No, I literally don't leave the couch on Sundays except to get the door for the food that's coming up.
See, he's a foot taller than us.
That's what it is.
Where
it's height.
Yes.
We didn't get height. I don't know if you noticed, but we didn't get it. All right, what's next?
Okay, so basically I tore up some bread. Very loosely. We're keeping this really
you have
rustic.
large croutons here.
These are pretty large because I like it because they get crispy, but they still stay soft and like nice and moist.
I see the olive oil's ready.
And then I have a little skillet. We're gonna liberally, more than you think you need, because this is actually gonna be our vinaigrette, so don't freak out at the amount of oil, I promise. Just cover the base really nicely, and then you just basically dump, plop your breadcrumbs in. Maybe not as aggressively as I did, so oil splatters.
Okay, no.
Oh, well, that's his specialty.
That's what I do. I do sloppy kitchen cooking.
And this is basically going to crisp up pretty quickly, and then with your tongs, you just kind of want to turn them over when they start to brown.
Okay, so that happens. That'll brown. What's next?
We're going to leave that for like about a minute or 2.
Okay.
Next up, we're actually going to remove the croutons.
We have some already toasted here. Perfect.
And so you're going to take these croutons from the pan, pretend that they're nice and ready, and put them back into the bowl.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Back in the bowl, done.
Oh, and then we're going to use the bowl for the kale. I mean the pan.
The pan,
Yes.
not yet actually.
Okay.
That's just going to be for the vinaigrette.
I'm just saying words.
And so we have these perfect croutons right over here, which are really nice and ready. If you're a salt fiend like me, you can season these with salt and pepper, or you can not. I love how excited you are about like toasted
Kelly,
bread
I
croutons.
don't even understand why you need to add the kale
And
or
that's the
chicken.
dish. That's a wrap.
Just
We're
a decoration.
done.
All right, now the kale.
So then basically you actually want to, we're almost at, I love how excited you guys are about the kale, but we're not there yet. I promise we'll get there.
Okay.
So you take whatever leftover oil you have and you pour it into a little glass
We're going to use that.
bowl. Yeah, we're using that. Because it's flavored with the bread. We don't want to waste.
All right, watch yourself. This is hot. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to put this all together with Antoni right after this. Stay where you are. All right, Antoni, what's the next step in the
so I added a little bit of oil. I'm going to put it right back into the pan.
Okay.
And this is going to come together quickly. Some chili flakes. Add as much or as little as you like. I personally love the heat.
Yes.
Anchovies. I'm obsessed with them.
Me too.
So just a couple of fillets. You can use anchovy paste if you want. Use them with fingers. It's
I like
all
them
good.
whole.
And it's actually going to disintegrate really beautifully in the pan.
Flipping that. Do you want me to turn this up a little bit?
No, it's perfect.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't need too much heat. It's going to fall apart and kind of just start to crumble.
Okay.
As soon as it's kind of fallen apart, you don't need to add any salt because the anchovies have plenty of it.
Yes.
I can then turn off the heat, and then, Kelly, if I could ask you to please cut a lemon in two.
For you, I will cut anything in two.
So it's a warm dressing we're making.
It's a warm dressing, and the point of this is like all these salad places, and then you just squeeze a lemon, but I squeeze it like this because then the juice comes off and the seeds stay in the half.
I see.
So the warm dressing softens the kale. I don't have the time or patience or interest to massage my kale on a weeknight, so warm dressing kind of like softens it up.
You don't know what you're missing, though. You're not massaging your kale on a weeknight.
So this is basically ready, good to go, and I'm just going to pour it right over.
All right.
And then, last couple of steps, we add our croutons.
This is great.
I ate them all. Is that wrong?
So you're going to have like a carb-free salad. It's totally fine. Throwing in my hazelnuts. I love raisins. Add a little bit of like a nice sweetness. You can add prunes, medjool dates, apricots, whatever dried fruit
All right,
you
now,
have.
Kelly, taste the kale with the crouton, and let's see how it is.
And then the last thing is rotisserie chicken.
Of course,
it's already made for you.
So you get it at the store like this, and it's easy.
Yeah, I just plop it right in there.
Antoni Zoo Cookbook, let's do dinners out now. And for the recipe, go to kellyandryan.com. We'll open up the inbox when we come back.
Antoni, it's delicious.
Try today's or any of this week's recipes by going to our website at kellyandryan.com.